If you're watching this video right now, it's not a coincidence. Something inside you is stirring, something big is about to shift in your life, and the universe is preparing you for a breakthrough that will change everything. But here's what Napoleon Hill discovered that 99% of people miss completely, and it's the reason why most people give up just inches away from their miracle. You've been feeling it, haven't you? That restless energy, those sleepless nights, the feeling that you're on the edge of something massive but you can't quite put your finger on what it is. There's this inner knowing that your life is about to take a dramatic turn, but at the same time, everything around you seems to be falling apart. Well, my friend, you're not losing your mind. You're actually experiencing one of the most powerful spiritual and psychological phenomena that Napoleon Hill spent over 20 years studying among the world's most successful people. Napoleon Hill interviewed over 500 millionaires, industrialists, and game-changers of his time, and what he discovered will blow your mind. He found that there's a specific pattern that occurs right before God delivers something extraordinary into someone's life. And if you're experiencing what I'm about to share with you, then buckle up, because you're about to receive something bigger than you've ever imagined. Here's the truth that will change everything for you. Napoleon Hill discovered that every single person who achieved greatness went through what he called the testing period, a time when everything seems to go wrong all at once. He wrote, "Every adversity, every failure, every heartbreak carries with it the seed of equivalent benefit." But here's the part that most people don't understand: this isn't punishment, this is preparation. Think about this for a moment. Have you ever noticed how the biggest storms come right before the most beautiful sunrises? How the darkest part of the night is just before dawn breaks? This isn't just poetry, this is a universal law that governs breakthrough moments in human experience. Right now, if you're feeling like you're in the fight of your life, if it seems like obstacle after obstacle keeps showing up, if you're wondering why everything is so hard when you're trying to do good, congratulations, you're in the testing period. Napoleon Hill observed that successful people all shared one common experience: they were tested beyond what they thought they could handle, right before their biggest breakthrough. The testing period isn't designed to break you, it's designed to build you. It's God's way of expanding your capacity to handle the blessing that's coming your way. You see, the universe doesn't give you what you want, it gives you what you can handle. And right now, you're being prepared to handle something extraordinary. But here's where most people make the fatal mistake. They interpret the testing period as a sign that they're on the wrong path, that God has abandoned them, that they should give up and settle for less. Napoleon Hill called this the greatest tragedy of human existence: people who quit just 3 feet from gold. They dig and dig and dig, and just when they're about to strike it rich, they throw down their tools and walk away, never knowing how close they were to everything they ever wanted. The testing period has specific characteristics that Napoleon Hill identified. First, you'll face increased challenges and obstacles that seem to come out of nowhere. Projects that should be simple become complicated. People who used to support you might turn away. Financial pressures might intensify. Your health might be challenged. Relationships might become strained. And here's the kicker: it all seems to happen at once, like the universe is conspiring against you. But Napoleon Hill discovered something remarkable: the intensity of the testing period is directly proportional to the magnitude of the blessing that's coming. The bigger the breakthrough God has planned for you, the more intense the preparation period will be. It's not cruel, it's necessary. You're being forged in the fire because what's coming your way requires a stronger, more resilient, more capable version of yourself. During this testing period, you'll also experience what Hill called the temptation to quit. This is when your mind will flood you with every reason why you should give up, why you should accept less, why you should settle for mediocrity. Your inner critic will become louder than ever, telling you that you're not good enough, that you're delusional, that you should be realistic. But here's what Napoleon Hill understood: this mental noise is actually evidence that you're breaking through to a new level of consciousness. The testing period is also when your faith will be challenged most severely. You'll pray and it will seem like God isn't listening. You'll work hard and it will seem like you're moving backward instead of forward. You'll believe in your dreams and it will seem like the universe is laughing at you. But Napoleon Hill discovered that this is exactly when your faith is being refined and strengthened. It's easy to believe when everything is going well, but real faith, the kind that moves mountains, is forged in the fire of adversity. Have you ever noticed how the most successful people have the most incredible comeback stories? They don't just have success stories, they have stories of rising from the ashes, of being knocked down and getting back up, of facing impossible odds and somehow finding a way through. That's not coincidence, that's the testing period at work. And if you're in it right now, if you're feeling the heat, if you're wondering how much more you can take, then I want you to know something: you're not being punished, you're being prepared for something magnificent. But here's where the magic starts to happen. Once you understand that you're being tested, not punished, something extraordinary begins to occur. Napoleon Hill called this the alignment process, the moment when your conscious mind, your subconscious mind, and your spirit begin to work together in perfect harmony. This is when you start to feel the shift, when you begin to sense that something powerful is building momentum in your life. Napoleon Hill discovered that successful people all experienced a specific phenomenon: their definite purpose became crystal clear during times of greatest challenge. It's like the pressure and the testing burns away all the confusion, all the doubt, all the scattered energy, and what remains is pure focus. Your vision becomes so sharp, so clear, so compelling that it starts to magnetize opportunities, people, and resources toward you. Have you noticed this happening in your life? Suddenly, you know exactly what you want and exactly why you want it. The wishy-washy, maybe I should do this or that energy disappears, and you're left with unwavering clarity about your path. This isn't just motivation, this is spiritual alignment. This is when your soul purpose starts to reveal itself through your conscious awareness. But here's something even more incredible that Napoleon Hill observed: when you reach this state of alignment, what he called coincidences begin to multiply exponentially. You start meeting exactly the right people at exactly the right time. You stumble upon information that seems tailor-made for your situation. Opportunities appear out of nowhere. Resources show up when you need them most. Hill knew these weren't coincidences at all, they were the result of your mind broadcasting a clear signal to the universe about what you desire. Napoleon Hill wrote extensively about the power of definiteness of purpose, but what most people don't realize is that this definiteness isn't something you force, it's something that emerges naturally when you've been refined by the testing period. The challenges you faced have stripped away everything that's not essential, everything that's not authentic, everything that's not aligned with your highest good. What remains is your true calling, your real purpose, your destined path. During this alignment phase, you'll also notice that your intuition becomes incredibly sharp. You'll start having hunches that turn out to be right. You'll feel drawn to certain people, certain places, certain opportunities, and when you follow these inner promptings, they lead to breakthrough moments. Napoleon Hill called this the sixth sense, the ability to tap into infinite intelligence and receive guidance from sources beyond your conscious mind. This is also when you'll start experiencing what Hill described as the burning desire, not just wanting something, but feeling an inner compulsion so strong that failure becomes impossible. Your desire becomes so intense, so focused, so unwavering that it begins to reshape your reality. As Napoleon Hill famously said, when your desires are backed by faith, they become irresistible forces. And when you're in alignment, your desires aren't just wishes, they're commands to the universe. Now, once you've moved through the testing period and achieved alignment, you enter what Napoleon Hill identified as the preparation phase. This is when God begins to orchestrate circumstances, people, and opportunities to prepare you for the blessing that's coming. And here's what's beautiful about this phase: it often doesn't feel like struggle anymore. It feels like expansion, like growth, like stepping into a bigger version of yourself. Napoleon Hill discovered that one of the most powerful principles in the universe is what he called the mastermind principle, the idea that when two or more minds work together in harmony toward a common goal, they create a third mind that's more powerful than the sum of its parts. During the preparation phase, you'll notice that your mastermind is beginning to form. The right people are starting to show up in your life: mentors, collaborators, supporters, guides, people who have exactly what you need to reach the next level. But here's the thing that most people miss: these people don't always come in the package you expect. Sometimes your greatest mentor will be disguised as a difficult boss. Sometimes your most important connection will come through a chance encounter. Sometimes the person who challenges you the most will be the one who pushes you toward your breakthrough. Napoleon Hill understood that the universe doesn't always deliver what we want in the way we expect it, but it always delivers what we need in the way that will serve our highest good. During this preparation phase, you'll also notice that you're being presented with rapid learning opportunities. Skills that used to take years to develop will start coming to you in months or even weeks. Knowledge that seemed complex and difficult will suddenly make perfect sense. You'll find yourself absorbing information, mastering techniques, and developing capabilities at a pace that surprises even you. This isn't luck, this is divine preparation. Napoleon Hill wrote about the power of organized knowledge and specialized skill, but what he also discovered is that when you're aligned with your purpose and moving toward your destiny, the universe accelerates your learning curve. It's like having a supernatural tutor who knows exactly what you need to know and exactly when you need to know it. Every book you read, every person you meet, every experience you have is preparing you for what's coming next. Stop and think about this for a moment. Can you see how the challenges you've faced have actually been developing your character, your skills, your resilience? Can you recognize how the struggles you've overcome have made you stronger, wiser, more capable? The preparation phase is when you start to see the divine intelligence behind everything that's happened to you. Nothing was wasted. Nothing was meaningless. Everything was preparing you for this moment. And now we come to the most exciting part of Napoleon Hill's discovery, the breakthrough indicators. These are the specific signs that tell you that your manifestation is imminent, that God is about to deliver something extraordinary into your life. When you start experiencing these indicators, you'll know that everything is about to change. The first breakthrough indicator that Napoleon Hill identified is the sudden disappearance of resistance. Remember all those obstacles that seemed impossible to overcome? Remember all those doors that seemed permanently closed? Remember all those people who said no, all those rejections, all those setbacks? When you're approaching breakthrough, resistance begins to dissolve like ice in the sun. Doors that were locked tight suddenly swing open. People who were unavailable suddenly become accessible. Solutions to problems that seemed impossible suddenly become obvious. But here's what's even more remarkable: during this breakthrough phase, you'll experience what Napoleon Hill called effortless action. Instead of having to push and strain and force things to happen, you'll find that the right actions feel natural, easy, flowing. Opportunities will present themselves. Resources will appear. People will offer help. It's like the universe is suddenly working with you instead of against you. Another powerful breakthrough indicator is what Hill described as inner peace amidst outer chaos. Even if there's still turbulence in your external circumstances, you'll feel a deep, unshakable peace within yourself. You'll know, beyond any doubt, that everything is working out perfectly. You'll have complete faith in the process, complete trust in the timing, complete confidence in the outcome. This isn't naive optimism, this is spiritual knowing. Napoleon Hill spent years studying the power of the subconscious mind and what he called autosuggestion, the process of programming your subconscious through repetition and emotion. But what he discovered is that when you're approaching breakthrough, your subconscious mind begins to work automatically in your favor. You don't have to force positive thoughts, they come naturally. You don't have to visualize success, you feel it as already accomplished. You don't have to affirm your worth, you know it beyond question. This is when you'll also experience what Hill called the secret of the ages, the understanding that success isn't something you achieve through struggle and effort alone, but something you allow by aligning yourself with the natural laws of the universe. When you're in this breakthrough state, you realize that you're not making things happen, you're allowing them to happen. You're not forcing success, you're receiving it. The final breakthrough indicator is perhaps the most powerful. You'll start to feel genuinely grateful for everything that's happened to you, including the difficult times. You'll see how every challenge prepared you, how every setback redirected you, how every disappointment protected you. You'll understand that everything, and I mean everything, was perfectly orchestrated to bring you to this moment. This isn't just positive thinking, this is spiritual awakening. When you reach this state, when you're experiencing these breakthrough indicators, you'll know that your moment has arrived. The testing is complete. The alignment is achieved. The preparation is finished. And now, finally, you're ready to receive what God has been preparing for you all along. This is your moment. This is your time. Your breakthrough isn't just coming, it's already here.